This is KARE 11 News Saturday.
Good news, I failed. It's the story of inventing in Minnesota. This morning, we'll try out a few inventions live in our studio. One man's failure is another man's totally awesome invention. Good news, I failed is a celebration of inventing in Minnesota. Doug Cornelius is the book's author. We welcome you, sir. Thanks for being here.
Great to be here.
Awesome. Well, tell us about your background. I mean, I guess once it's in your blood, it's in your blood, isn't it? Your dad was a big inventor.
Yep, my dad was a big inventor, and that's really why I wrote the book. To give tribute to him as well as to all the great Minnesota inventors.
Yeah. And
tremendous legacy.
180 patents or something like that he had?
180 patents.
What were some of the ones he had?
This shows you what his claim to fame was the valve that dispenses soda pop. You find them at Holiday and McDonald's all around.
Oh, they're everywhere. And that was your dad that came up with that?
That was my dad. The Cornelius company in Noka was at one time a huge company.
Oh, there he is right there, right?
And there he is. And today they generate still $400 million a year in sales through a British conglomerate called IMI.
Cool. That's cool. And so what made you want to write a book? It just kind of to pay tribute to him, was it?
Yeah, pay tribute, and there's just so many accomplishments of a legacy of inventors, from agriculture to medicine to computers to industry, that I just wanted to tell their story, and I wanted to write something that could inspire kids to invent.
Here locally is what this is all focused around.
This is all in
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah, and then there's obviously some amazing ones. I think the pacemaker, rollerblades, Scotch tape. I mean, so many, right?
So many. I mean, from simple things like the rollerblades, fun things like that, to pop-up toaster, to life-saving things like HIV vaccine. Yeah. Borlaug's hybrid wheat, to pretty sophisticated stuff like the ring laser gyroscope, to GPS.
To the Nerf football.
Nerf football.
There you go. Even so this is kind of geared towards young adults, right? I mean, and that's kind of the skew you wanted to have with this book. But it's told in a way that's sort of fictional, but also goes into the history of all these great Minnesota inventions.
Exactly. So I wanted to tell a story to make the history come alive. So as these two are inventing, it's a grandson and his grandpa, at the farm over a weekend, you run into all kinds of trials, tribulations, failures. Yeah. And
trying to come up with something to clean the side of an aquarium, am I right?
Yeah,
something like that,
aquarium cleaner, that kind of thing. And what they're learning all along the way is the grandpa knows everything about all these great inventors. He's sharing all these stories, and I'm hoping this will inspire, you know, a young person reading, or even an adult who's interested in history, to pursue their ideas.
Tell us about what's going on at the Bakken. I know next Saturday, the 11th, is a big day because it's what, Edison's birthday?
It's Edison's birthday, which has been set up as National Inventors Day.
Okay, and what's going on at the Bakken?
So we're doing actually a formal launch of my book there. Cool. They are going to be doing a skit about Edison. They're also going to have items like this, which we'll get to in a second, that they can actually take their picture of and test out some of the inventions. I'm going to be reading about my book. Okay,
very cool. Very cool. So, that Bakken, if you haven't checked it out, it's right on Lake Calhoun. It's just amazing if you get a chance to go down there. Do check it out. It's a great place for kids. Really quick, what does this do?
This is an electrostatic generator, and it will generate a high voltage shock. Okay. Since you're a hands-on guy, we want you to put your hand on here.
Okay. All right.
And I'm going to crank it up. Okay. His hair may raise a bit, but if not, perhaps this hair here.
Okay. Well, if my hair raises a bit, it's not a big deal because my hair is crazy.
You're standing up on the stool.
I got to stand on there.
Yeah. Okay. So you're not grounded.
And when does the high voltage shock come into play?
Pretty quick here.
Okay. Ah! Ah! I'm kidding. It's not that bad. It wasn't that. Oh, okay, there it goes. Okay. Okay. See, I was kidding, and then all of a sudden it happened, and now I'm off. How's my hair? I'm kidding. Doug, I'm just kidding. Thank you so much for being here. The book looks great. We appreciate you coming on, sharing it with us.
Thank you.
Again, the book is called Good News, I Failed, the story of inventing in Minnesota. You can meet Doug next Saturday at 1 p.m. at the Bakken Museum in Minneapolis. His book signing is all part of Super Science Saturday. Invent Like Thomas Edison is February 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Bakken. It's also National Inventors Day. The public is invited. We'll be back after this.